Spiritual awakening. Waking up spiritually is not beautiful. It's painful, it's lonely, and often, it feels like you're losing everything you once called life. And do you know why? Because awakening is not about adding something, it's about stripping away. It's about tearing off masks, dissolving illusions, and destroying certainties. It's like waking up from a pleasant dream and realizing that reality is anything but comfortable. And that shock hurts. You are no longer the person you were yesterday. But you still don't know who you are today. And that space between who you were and who you are becoming is one of the most terrifying places anyone can go through. This is where many people give up. And maybe you are at this point right now, asking yourself, is it worth continuing? The weight of loneliness. No one prepares you for this. When people talk about spirituality, they only show light, peace, and abundance. But no one shows the nights of silent crying, the distance from people who once felt essential, the feeling of emptiness that takes over when everything you believed in falls apart. It's lonely because you can't always explain what's happening inside you. You try to speak, but no one understands. You smile on the outside, but inside you are at war. And this war is not against the world, it's against yourself. Am I going crazy, or am I finally waking up? The pain of deconstruction. Spiritual awakening is not a romance with an immediate happy ending. It's a demolition. Imagine a house built years ago, full of invisible cracks. From the outside, it looks solid. But inside, it's about to collapse. Awakening arrives like an earthquake. The walls fall, the furniture breaks, the dust suffocates. And you feel like you're losing everything. But the truth is, only when the house collapses do you realize you need to build something new, this time with solid foundations. What within you still needs to die so your true self can be born? Facing the void. When you awaken, you realize that much of what you once called security was actually a prison. The job that seemed stable, the relationship that felt eternal, the friendships that seemed solid, everything begins to slip away like sand through your fingers. And what remains? A void. A deafening silence. This is where many turn back, because they can't face the nothingness. But the void is not the enemy. The void is the fertile ground where your new life begins. It is in nothingness that you discover everything. It is in silence that you hear your own voice for the first time. Can you stay in that emptiness without rushing to fill it? Crossing the shadow. Spiritual awakening is also a deep dive into your shadows. Everything you hid, denied, or tried to bury rises to the surface. Pain, trauma, guilt, fear, all appear before you like ghosts asking for attention. And there's no more running. You have to face it. The light I've been searching for isn't outside. It has always been within me. Reconnecting with yourself. After so much pain, something new begins to bloom. You realize you are no longer the same person, and that's both frightening and freeing. You begin to see that awakening didn't give you answers, but taught you how to live with questions. You realize you don't need to fit in anymore. You don't need to be accepted by everyone. Awakening is not escaping pain, it's transforming through it. Deep reflection questions. How many times have you felt like you didn't belong? How many times did you try to fit into places you knew weren't for you? What if the loneliness you fear is actually your freedom? The hidden beauty of pain. Spiritual awakening is not beautiful, but it is real. It is not comfortable, but it is true. In the end, you realize every tear was necessary. Every loss was protection. Awakening is losing everything that was not you, so you can finally become who you truly are. If this message resonated with you, let it echo in the silence of your heart. Share it with someone who may be going through this process. And if you feel it deeply, comment. Spiritual awakening is not beautiful, it is painful and lonely.